Hello gang, this is John McCririck and I want to welcome you to episode 3, Carpet of the Ask Big Mac show. Now before I get started, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it, up there, subscribe to it, the YouTube channel. And okay Booby, we've got that all done. Now let's have some questions. Last time they were too easy. Make them a bit more tricky for me, Booby. Make them a bit more difficult. Who sent the first one in? Come on.
David Wilson from Twitter asks, when you're in Las Vegas, what's the main difference in betting compared to the UK?
Well, they always say, David, don't they? Very good question. To give them time to think, all the politicians, that very good question they go and say. And it's a very fair question. The difference in betting, well, first of all, of course, it depends if you're a whale. Are you a whale, David? A whale over there is someone who's a heavy hitter, a big player. And if you're a whale and you've got more than $10,000 to come back, you pay tax on it. Now, I can imagine that, all right. Most of us, of course, bet with a few quid and maybe a few tenors or whatever. But if you are a whale and you've got, say, $10,000 to come back, that's right, 7,000 quid, the IRS get involved. So that's a huge difference if you're a whale, a big player in America, when you have betting. It's got to be declared to the revenue. Secondly, of course, the betting is a total monopoly over there. Absolutely appalling. I've been on time and again on American television, on all their programs. I was on the Jay Leno Tonight Show 3 times. Every time I said to Jay, you know, America, the land of the free, the land of competition, don't even know what a Yankee is. You can't go to Las Vegas or Atlantic City or one of the other states that do have casinos and bet, say, 4 horses and 6 doubles, 4 trebles and accumulator. Absolutely amazing. They have exotic bets, the exacta and the trifecta and all those kind of things. But you can't have the Yankees and the doubles and trebles as we have. So there are huge differences. But the biggest difference is you can't take a price. It is all a total monopoly. So you can back a horse and you think it's a certain price and it comes tumbling down on the pari mutuel, on the exchanges. So there are 2 huge differences. If you're a whale, you have to pay tax on big wins. And if you're a normal punter, anybody's a normal punter, you can't take a price. So they are 2 of the big differences in America. In fairness, and maybe it's sounding sort of parochial and Brits great and everything, but our betting is the best in the world. The choices you get, the morning prices, tote betting, you can bet on what the bookmakers show prices and the various competitions the bookmakers have, plus the exchanges. Fantastic betting opportunities you have over here, which you don't have in America. But there are other good things about America, but their betting certainly is against all that America stands for, and I'm sick of going on. You go racing in America, and there's no bookmakers. The atmosphere on the course, people don't talk about the horse. They go on, number 6, come on, number 4, it's terrible. So there's no bookmakers to take a price. Nothing's better than you go and take, say 7-1, you go and take, and the animal comes into Bertie, 100-30. They always lose, but at least you've got the value, you've got the price. You can't do that in America. That's one of the reasons, and I keep on telling them why American racing is moribund. Bar the very, very big meetings like the Kentucky Derby and the Breeders' Cup and 1 or 2 others, and the Triple Crown races, and 1 or 2 others as well. American racing is absolutely lifeless, soulless, because there are no bookmakers. So they miss bookmakers. America, who believe in competition, don't have them. You're fostered with a tote monopoly, which is absolutely appalling. But in Vegas, there are other attractions in Vegas. But the betting opportunities, you can't compare them to what we get in the great old United Kingdom. Right, Booby, next question.
Final question. Lucy Wallace on Twitter asks, I know you enjoy cigars. Is it true you can smoke in Vegas casinos?
Well, very, very good question, Lucy. Here's my cigar. I do love a Stogie. Now, in fairness, Lucy, this is my little hovel called The Trap. And it's a very poor area of Primrose Hill, the poorest area we live in. And I never smoke in the Trap, never smoke in my own car. So so I do agree with the laws that have been brought in, no smoking indoors. But I think there should be concessions made to smoking indoors. I think you should be able to smoke in certain areas of betting shops, certain areas of pubs. That the workers themselves would probably be smokers anyway who work in those areas. But it does interfere with other people's freedoms. It does interfere with their quality of life. So if you have it in certain areas, I would agree with it. So in America, it is quite extraordinary because the anti-smoke fascism is absolutely horrendous. You almost feel if you're walking down the street in the open air, somebody's going to attack you and say, put that fag out and it's interfering with my child's health and all that kind of thing. But in casinos in Las Vegas, in certain parts of them and in the sports books, you can smoke. So I love it in Vegas, going to Vegas, watching the NFL or watching the racing, and you'll be puffing away on a cigar, and it's absolutely terrific. And one of the great disadvantages in America, I love playing poker. Now, I'm useless at poker, but I play poker virtually every night, and $100 and go and lose that, and that sort of thing that happens. But in the old days, they used to be able to smoke. You were playing, and smoking and poker go together, and it's not the same playing poker if you can't be smoking or having your stogie and really enjoying it. So it is only certain areas of the casino can you smoke. You can't wander around the casino smoking as much as you like, and you certainly can't smoke in the poker room, which they used to be able to do. So there are advantages and disadvantages, but you can't smoke in betting shops. So in fairness, you can do smoking, and of course you can drink in American casinos. Often the drinks are given free anyway to the players. So you can go around, and the handicap as they call them, you can go around and have a drink free, you can smoke, and you can watch the racing, watch the NFL, watch the basketball, which I can't stand the basketball, or the baseball, can't stand baseball either. But whatever you do and you want to watch greyhounds, plenty of greyhound racing on the casino, you can watch them all and have a smoke and have a drink. So not all things about American casinos and sports books, as they call them, are worse than over in Britain. And certainly being able to smoke and being able to have an alcoholic drink is a big advantage in American sports books. But I prefer the British way. It's not a monopoly. Thank you all for watching Ask Big Mac, Episode Carpet, Episode 3. Now make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep sending in your questions on Twitter @RealMcCririck and Facebook/RealMcCririck by asking #AskBigMac. Now, if I didn't answer your question this week, it might be next week, it might be ages' time, but for goodness sake, send them in. We need your questions. Get them in now.